Lately, I've been talking a lot and making a lot of videos about emotions. So I decided to share a visual understanding, a view about what is emotions, and doing it by looking at our emotions as a well that exists in our body, a well that exists even more specifically in our belly. And let's look at the well. The well of water is very deep. On the surface, whatever we feel is visible to our mind, and we can understand it, explain it, talk about it, share about it, and it's clear. Deep down in the well, we have rage and humiliation, in the middle of the well, and the power that gives the well its life, there is a thing called fear. That basically it's the energy that sustains emotions, that give us the possibility to feel emotion. Rage is an aspect of fear. Humiliation is another aspect of fear. Guilt that appears in another place is another aspect of fear. And the same goes for anger. Now, what we see in this well of emotions is that there are two flows that are very clear. One is a flow up. When you're rageous, when you're angry, the energy in the well is boiling. It's hot. It wants to go into the world. It wants to do something. It wants to express itself. On the other side, we have an energy that is guilt and shame and humiliation, all very heavy downward going flow. When our well is healthy and the flows go well, the fear sustains those emotions and the feeling come and go. Now we have to understand that part of our emotional life is passive. Things have to go down. Things have to be digested. Sadness, shame, guilt, humiliation are all things that are very difficult to digest, and we have to learn how to be passive to digest them. On the other hand, on the other side, what goes up so intensively, rage and anger, we learn so very much to repress because it's not acceptable, that we'll find that in the well itself, we are building blocks to this flow. So blocks to this flow, for example, I got punished each time I got angry, and now when I'm angry, I'm blocking it with all my efforts. I'm creating a split in this flow. A split in my ability not just to express anger, but a split in my ability to feel anger. I may not feel it at all. Now, the same goes for every other emotions that was either too intense or for too long or too repetitive that we couldn't take it anymore. And we're doing something to block this, not to allow this. Now, the more we're blocking emotions, the more we want to stay with emotions we understand and we don't agree to let ourselves experience the deeper part of the well, we create a situation where constantly our bellies are not well. Most people have issues with their belly. Usually they connect it to food or to other kinds of lifestyle. But honestly, if you don't know how to just feel what you feel, you create a situation in your belly that is full of contractions, that is full of not allowing yourself something. Now, the whole thing of the well is that it's not doing anything. We don't feel to do. We don't feel to think. We feel to feel. And we actually disconnect from this well because we try to do everything with our minds, with our thoughts, with our actions, which is the active side of life. But emotions need that you'll agree to feel them, that you will let them be, that this natural flow of going up, going down, becoming very hot and then becoming very cold, this is what allows our emotional life to be satisfying and healthy. So the map of emotions basically show that we usually try to stay on the surface because we do not want to feel fear or any of these other aspects. We call it negative, we call it unwanted, we try to regulate them, and actually what we really do wrong is that we don't agree to feel them. For some reason, we immediately connect feeling anger or rage to doing something bad, or feeling guilt and humiliation to experiencing something very bad, and we get stuck. The more we fight and try to control those emotions, the more we become a victim of them, because this well is a living well. It produces the water. It doesn't just contain old water from the past, it produces the water. And unless allowed to flow, it will create many difficult experiences in the person's life, because a big part of what we are is the emotional part of ourselves, where we digest, where we gain the energy to start a new day.